What up, y'all? We are back for another week. Week one of the NFL is in the books. Y'all know the panel, man. We got Dave, BT, Brad, my boy Dré.
What's good
Shout
with
out to
it?
my boy
What's good
Corey.
with
He ain't
y'all?
feeling too good. He got a little migraine, but he'll be back next week. He just gotta
Shout out
get
to
better
Corey,
soon,
man.
man.
All
Shout out
love.
Corey.
Yeah, get well
Shout
soon,
out
Corey.
Corey.
We got you.
Feel better, bro.
We got you.
We got you, C Note.
But yeah, we ain't gonna waste no time, man. We're gonna get right into it, bro. Week one of the NFL is in the books. Wild week. Crazy wild week, finishing with the New York Jets beating the white Jameis, Josh Allen, Jameis Winston with white privilege.
This how we doing early, bro.
we,
All right, already,
Start off already.
already.
Hey, man,
Hey,
three
look,
three
man.
picks to the same dude, man. Fuck him, bro.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna keep
shit
it a
tough,
buck.
bro.
I'm not in a great mood, so I'm gonna get right into some slander, bro. This man, Josh Allen, ain't getting slandered enough for me, bro. If that had been any black quarterback,
thank you.
Mm.
it'll be all over Undisputed, all
Mm-hmm.
over
Shoot, what's
First
his?
Take, all over
First
Twitter.
Yeah.
take, all that.
Now, what he call that joint?
NFL
Now he was
Live.
like, they've been talking about Dak all summer. Of course, because he had had bad recent. It was rightful so, but it was like when you look at Josh Allen's stats over the last few years, he's like, bro, how did he go on the? How did we just let this shit go? Like what?
Exactly.
Like
He really,
wow!
Hey, bro.
Like
facts.
because like Dak got crucified for 1 year of doing that. It's been this man's whole career. Like this man really out here Tebow with an opportunity with it right now, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
golly,
Big facts.
like what he did last night was in that situation. Like it's like we know what the Jets was going through mentally after what happened to Aaron Rodgers. So it was like the stadium was dead. Like y'all had them dead to rights, but you really came out there and you really just gave the game away pretty much.
Yeah.
Nah, he
Like
did. He
you
gave the
know
game
how
away, man.
like Josh Allen, you was really the MVP for the Jets yesterday. Like not only did you help you win the game, you got one of their players paid. Oh, buddy, with the three picks already hit his incentive in the first game. Like that's
Damn.
two
Shit.
two
That's
two
wild,
fifty
bro.
two
Golly.
fifty k
That's
two fifty
wild,
k
bro.
already 250K. He
In the
easy
bank.
money,
In the
easy
Damn.
bank.
money, easy money, easy
Hey,
money.
he got that.
So
He got that
so
second pick
Yo,
so
already.
he
He's like,
got
oh
the
hell
incentive
yeah,
so
let me
bonus
get
in
this
the
so
third
first
like
bag.
game.
if he want to be generous, he need to donate to Josh Allen's like charity or something, man, because that boy got him paid last night because Josh Allen's just so
Right.
reckless with it. And then, so it's
Reckless.
like not only do you lost your first game of the season, it was to a division opponent, and it was to a team that literally just had their souls taken out of them after seeing Aaron Rodgers go down like that. Like that was an inexcusable performance. Like I said, if this was like Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, we
Mm-hmm.
can go down the list. Any other quarterback there, it's open season on him. But nah, Josh Allen, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta come to the front of the table. Y'all been Super Bowl contenders for 3 years now. And it's really been because of your play. It's why y'all never snuffed the Super Bowl yet. So like this was really eye opening for me because shout out to my boy Corey. He said somebody told him I was like he think this Buffalo Bills peak, and that might be why there's rumblings
Yep.
about Stephon Diggs wanting out of there.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Yep.
he definitely
like
wants out of there.
He
so
wants out of there badly.
it's games like this that shows you why the Buffalo Bills, as much talent as they have, they just not going to get it done at the end.
I'll go out on a limb. Damn, Super Bowl. Buffalo's not winning the AFC East. The best team in the AFC East
Oh
is in the
nah.
Miami,
305.
It's the
Is it
Miami
Dolphins.
showed
Mi-
out.
We
Miami is
called
the
that.
most
Miami.
We
That's
impressive right
called
why.
that
now.
That's
shit.
why. That's why there was my. I was like, as long as Tua's healthy, as long
He
as
gonna win
Tua's
it.
healthy, he don't got the best arm, but the way Mike McDaniel's got that offense running with Tua, with Waddle and Tyreek Hill, it's high octane. It's
It's a
crazy.
I'm about to
track
say, when's
meet.
the
It's a
last time we've
track meet,
seen?
bro.
I'm about to say,
I'll
when's the
go
last
on
time we've
another
seen a
limb.
high offense like that high octane?
Hell, I'll go on another limb. Tua will win the MVP before Josh Allen. Because if Tua stays healthy,
Oh shit.
if
Hey,
Tua stays
Okay.
healthy with that offense, with Tyreek Hill, with Waddle, people forget they beat a Chargers team that went to the playoffs without
yeah,
Jalen Ramsey, Wasn't Xavier Howard out yesterday too?
No,
Or
he played.
he was battling.
No, he
through
played.
No, I think
He played an injury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he played.
Okay, he was playing through injury. Okay, yeah, okay. I just thought I heard them mention his name that you didn't play, but he was battling
He might have
injury.
been
But he
questionable.
without Ramsey, they still went into LA. High powered offense. We know the Chargers can put up points. And Tua
Yo,
just outdueled Justin Herbert, the guy that many Miami fans were wishing they had drafted. So Tua had a point to prove. I mean, 466 yards. Tyreek Hill is the scariest receiver in the NFL since Randy Moss. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as far as like just his speed, just puts fear in the defense where you gotta bracket him. If you play a man, it's over.
it's over.
And
Why
even
would
when
you
you
play
do
him,
it, man, you
man?
still worry
Especially
about
first
trying
Yeah.
to
man.
But that's where it goes to Mike Daniels' offense. It's like when it's man to man, he got plays for Tyree that's going to get him open. When it's in a zone, he's got plays for Tyree, and it's always yards after the catch. Like when he was in Kansas City, it was more over the top. But now because he know like Tua don't got that arm, he's still getting the ball and he's still making big plays. Like I know before, 'cause even I thought that I was like, his role can be replaceable in Kansas City because he was just going down the field with it. But now what he's showing in Miami is it's like he's an all-round wide receiver. It's not just about his speed. He got the routes, he got the hands. Like he's really, like he said, the scariest wide receiver in the game right now. Maybe not the best, but the scariest because he can bust a play wide open like nothing like that and take the game over.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Dolphins, as long as Tua is healthy, their ceiling is Super Bowl, in my opinion. We'll see what happens when they get Jalen Ramsey back on the defensive side of the ball. I know that was a
Yeah,
shootout, but like I said, the Chargers have a lot of firepower, especially when they're healthy. So I expected that game to be a shootout.
same.
Um, One thing that I did not expect to see was the New York Giants getting shut out 40-0.
Man,
They almost cost me a fantasy, man. Shout
Man,
out Corey, man.
that got ugly.
I turned the game on maybe like around 9 p.m., bro. It was already like 26-0. I was like,
I went
man,
to bed early that
okay,
night. I went to
all
bed
right.
early.
I guess I'm not
I,
watching football tonight.
I
I
KO'd.
stopped watching
I KO'd
around.
at 26-0.
Yeah, I think I cut it off like by the time they went up 26-0 or like the beginning of the third quarter. I was like, why am I watching this?
I mean, you
Man,
pay Daniel Jones all this money when you should have gave Saquon some of that dough. You hype up Daniel
Yeah,
Jones, you prop up Daniel Jones for having an above average season. He had a decent season. I'm not gonna say he had a great season last year. I'm not gonna say it was good. It was just slightly above average, but the quarterback play for the Giants have been atrocious. So anything that looked somewhat competent, they was gonna
hmm
hype up and overpay. Um, yeah, you can't come out to start a season like that. I mean, they got mollywopped like Dallas. Their
and let's be
defense
real.
might
And
be
let's
the
be real. Giants fan, they was talking. Them Giants fan, they
They
was
were.
talking. They was talking like I have a friend of the show. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna let him come on and talk about it when he come on and talk about it. But I have a friend of the show. I mean, y'all saw the video that we posted at my Labor Day pool party. Giants, I had my boy Giants fan, my boy Cowboy. They was going at it. He was really full confident. They say they got the speed. They got Darren Waller. They got Saquon back. Daniel Jones gonna play better, but all I saw was a little sus of an O line, and they trying to put him out there, this quote unquote white Michael Vick. But Michael Vick was elusive. He didn't just have straight speed. He was elusive. And every time that pocket broke down, he was getting sacked because he couldn't get away
Yup.
from it. So let's kill that narrative right now. You can say he's fast, but let's kill that Vic talk. But Dallas defense just looked like they're on a whole different level from last year, and they was already good last year with it. Like Gilmore, I feel like added some extra juice to that defense because that line the line broke down because everything was getting covered. Like
Yup.
you gotta have like Giants put some mid out there in wide receiver, and if you don't got no playmakers out there, you can expect that pass rush to get to you every time.
yeah.
yeah, I mean the
The
I hate
Cowboys
only
to
they
say
good
it,
look
thing
man.
about
they look like
oh
the
yeah,
top 5 defense in the NFL. Like the Cowboys, they
Top
look like
probably
five.
top three, bro.
I
Probably
think
top
Top
three.
three.
no. Probably number
Probably
one.
top two, like one.
Yeah,
like
probably number one.
if,
Yeah,
if,
probably
if,
number
we- if,
one.
we- if, we- if we're doing a weekly ranking of defense, it's like we're not going to count for last year because last year was last year. We just talking about what we saw week one. You have to put them at
Oh
number
yeah,
one just off of that
number
performance.
one.
Like
Yeah.
Yep.
number one. So like we could now it's all about okay, we see y'all at your best. Now is this just a like because we're not expecting you to get the turnovers like they did every single game. But like, are y'all still gonna be stifling? Like y'all gonna make sure like the touchdowns are gonna be limited to field goals and everything. So like let's see how they keep doing. Like they got we was hoping the Jets game was gonna be better, but of course with Aaron Rodgers out,
Man.
that's
Yeah.
it's not gonna be the same type of like test that we was gonna
Offense.
be thinking about. Right. So
The Jets defense has a carry job again this season. They got
yeah.
another carry
Man,
job.
Yeah.
what?
They got
Yep.
another
Yeah.
one. It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
shame.
And
It's a
they
shame.
ball
I
last
mean,
night. And they ball last night.
Yeah. Shout out to that
Through,
if
defense.
you're the Jets,
through that adversity to like get the emotion to play, that kudos
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
if you're the Jets, I mean, what quarterback are you? Because you know Zach Wilson ain't ready, man. Is there a quarterback out
Yeah.
there that can right the ship, that can make enough throws just to win the game, that has enough arm talent to throw in New
Stafford.
York weather? Because
Stafford.
If they make a
I
trade
mean,
with
I
Stafford,
mean,
yeah.
You to make a trade to get
That's
Stafford from
that's
Atlanta.
the that's
I'm about to
the
say like a free agent one. Nah.
no that's
I mean, yeah, you also have to make a trade. I mean, I don't know if free agents are
Yo,
out there. I heard somebody say Carson
one of
Wentz.
my
Hell no.
no.
Hell no.
He's
one of my
broken.
niggas at work was talking about the Cardinals should trade Kyler Murray to them because they're trying to get the Caleb Williams sweepstake. So what y'all think
That
about
would
that?
be
I was like,
that would be interesting.
Because they can't get
that
him
would be
ready
very
by
interesting.
mid-year. They can't get him ready by
Mm-hmm.
mid-year. No,
You
but
bring your man up.
here's the only thing about that though, his contract.
Yeah.
Because you
Facts.
still got Aaron,
Facts.
because you still got Aaron's contract. We don't know what his decision
Facts.
going to be going forward.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Kyler
Yeah.
Murray just got a fresh deal. So like you bring him
He
in, that means
did.
you're done with Aaron Rodgers out the gate. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
that's the only
Yeah. I
hiccup
forgot
to
about that
that.
contract. Yep.
I mean, I saw something about Nick Foles. Please, Nick Foles' time is pretty
Yeah.
much
It's a
done.
wrap. It's a
Lightning
wrap
in the
for those
bottle.
guys. Joe Flacco,
I
no.
mean,
No,
Like,
come on.
We
I
saw
mean,
Jameis Winston. We saw all these quarterbacks, but the only good quarterback to best fit this situation, what they want to do as Super Bowl contending is Stafford. Now they just want to patch up to just say we can make it to the playoffs. Maybe they probably just going to stay with Zach Wilson. They probably going to see if they can see about Jameis Winston. But that's outside those two. I just like Tom Brady coming back. No, like
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
don't get an old quarterback because the line is not that good, and he
Yeah.
don't got no type of escapability. Then he's going to be a sitting duck, and then you're going to have another quarterback hurt. So if it's not Stafford and you can't get like a premier quarterback that's got escapability, then they're just going to have to stick with Zach Wilson and roll the dice on it again.
yeah, I think you're gonna have to, and just kind of rely on maybe Rodgers kind of mentoring him on the sideline.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he didn't have that last season, so maybe he'll play a little bit better.
Did anybody watch Hard
Yeah.
Knocks other than me?
Only saw like a couple of episodes.
Because the thing I saw was that kind of blew me why I think he's still not ready. Because Aaron Rodgers was giving him all this toolage during the offseason, and you can tell when he got in the preseason games that he was playing way better than he was last season. But then it just hits you like I'm gonna give him a little bit of excuse because let's be real, this offense wasn't tailored to him. It was tailored to Aaron Rodgers before he went out in 4 plays. So it wasn't like the Zach Wilson package. So he just really had to hold there and quarterback. But he was still making simple mistakes that he shouldn't be making. And in year 3, like that interception he threw to the line, like you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like that's bad for. So I'm like, if he still got those mistakes in him, then it's going to be a long season for the Jets. But if Aaron Rodgers is still around the facility, like giving him guidance, maybe now that he's getting more reps against the ones and playing real football, if Aaron Rodgers is still backing him, maybe he improves through the season. But they really, outside Stafford, they really don't have no viable options.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I agree for our Super Bowl now. Like you said, playoffs. I mean, Jameis has arm talent, but you know his decision making in the past. But when Jameis is at his best, he's dynamic. But really, the Jets don't need a quarterback to be dynamic. But at some point, you got to you can't be handicapped by your quarterback either. That's kind of the
Yeah.
intrigue with Jameis.
Yeah.
Jameis make really any throw that Jameis make any throw
Right.
almost any quarterback can make, but he can also kill you with some of his decision making. So that's the
Yeah.
intrigue. Like his high is very high, his lows are low. But I
Yeah.
mean, he is on a backup deal. He'll be low cost, but I don't know. Because let's be honest, Saints fans were calling for Jameis after week 1. Derek Carr didn't.
Let's talk
I saw
about it.
They're calling for Jameis
That
already.
that Saints I'm not Steelers. I'm sorry. That Saints Titans game was an atrocity of quarterback play.
Mid.
Ryan Tannehill
A
Bunch
mid
of
off.
mid.
is
mid.
A
done.
mid off.
It was just the mid bowl.
I don't
Well,
know,
I mean,
man.
worst quarterback I seen week 1 was Desmond Ritter, but his
Woo!
team got the dub.
Yes.
But Desmond Ritter's trash. Like the fact that we gave that game away because they literally just had short fields. Bryce made rookie mistakes. I mean, we saw a lot of quarterbacks struggle week 1. It's week 1.
Yeah.
You know, guys don't play in the preseason like that.
Right.
Young
Especially now with
quarterbacks
only 3
struggling.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some bad weather games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, the
Lot of
Giants
rain.
game, the Giants Cowboys game was a monsoon. The
Yeah.
Cleveland Bengals game, the weather was awful. Joe Burrow struggled, but he always struggles
Against the
versus
Browns. You called
Cleveland.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. It was
Yeah,
raining in the
like
Patriots Eagles game too, wasn't it?
yeah,
It
we
was.
didn't
Yeah,
see
it was. It
the Eagles'
was.
offense wasn't dynamic as they normally were. They started off well, but
They almost had one. You almost had
Nah,
one,
nah.
yeah.
Hey,
They almost gave it
look.
away too.
Nah, but look, I'd say this about that Eagles Patriots game, man. All the ingredients were there for upset, but Mac Jones kept putting raisins in the recipe. Because, like, I mean, because, like, I mean, that's what it was though. Because look, we said in the last episode, the Eagles had a new offensive coordinator. You got the elements of the weather. You got
Yeah.
a sold out crowd. You got Tom Brady getting his number retired at halftime. You got
Hey, I ain't
it's
gonna
a
lie,
Bill
Belichick did a good job
Belichick coach
defensively.
team.
He did.
Yeah,
Hey, Belichick did a good job.
yeah, exactly.
Because one of the Eagles' touchdowns was a pick six.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eagles got a touchdown on a pick six, so really, you take
It
out
was
that
holding
pick
to one
six, their
drive. It
offense
was
really
just one
wasn't going.
drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Belichick again proved his defensive, genius. But this is the problem with the Patriots. They just don't have enough to get over the top. Like they just Mac Jones, yeah, his receiving core stinks, but there were throws that were just the ball was just taking forever to get where it needed to be, and you could see the DBs
Yeah.
close on it,
Yeah.
or he had to loft balls because he doesn't have the arm to drive the football in a certain spot. He has to loft it, which takes time.
It looked like a college quarterback throwing the ball, bro. It looked like a freshman, sophomore quarterback throwing the ball.
I could definitely see
I
that.
see some freshmen with better arms than that.
It was very slow.
Yeah. Like that's the problem with New England. Like Belichick can scheme and do whatever he can to keep them in games. I don't think the New England Patriots are going to get blown out of a lot of games unless they just turn the ball over or they just have some busted coverages and stuff. But Belichick will have them in a lot of games, but they don't have enough dynamic playmakers and they're not dynamic at the quarterback position. The Eagles, I think they'll be fine. I mean, like you said, there's a lot of things going on. New coordinator, the elements, and going against a Bill Belichick defense.
So there's no concern for the defense, because I mean, they like Mac Jones, like he did find some gaps out there. They were making plays. That wasn't the same Patriots offense from last season. They put some points up on the board.
I mean, I think it's more adjustments to like who they lost. I mean, C.J. Gardner-Johnson was kind of a big part to that defense too.
Yeah,
so, yeah. It's I guess just early season adjustments maybe. I think it's the jury's kind of still out on whether they're going to regress as a defense.
I mean, I saw a lot of defense secondaries struggle over the weekend.
They got a chance to prove themselves Thursday night against the Vikings.
Exactly.
That boy Jets coming. So.
Oh man, speak it up, bro.
Yeah,
man. How do you lose to Baker Mayfield at home, bro? You want to talk about a mid off?
Oh,
Kirk
my
Cousins,
God.
man.
It's
Kirk Cousins.
like, I mean, it's like everybody keeps saying you too hard on Kirk Dré, but he just keeps proving me right every time. He just keeps proving me right every time. All them yards, and no dub. All them yards and no dub. He good for your fantasy team.
Hey,
Now he gonna cook for your fantasy.
hey, yo.
He's good for the
check it out.
fantasy now.
Hey, all that flour and no cake, bro.
Oh, damn.
All that ice and no cream, bro.
And it looked like they could use a running back out there, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing.
That's another conversation.
He won this weekend.
Brad, I hate to do it, man, but what happened to your Steelers, bro?
Matt Canada, in 2 words. Matt Canada. 2 words, very simple. Me and a friend of the pod. Me and what's his name?
Alan.
Alan, brother Alan.
Me and Alan. Shout out to Alan. We talked about this. If you watch our AFC North preview, Matt Canada will be the downfall. And to the Steelers fans out here that continue to choke this narrative that we have somebody out there better than Mike Tomlin, I want you to produce a name that actually makes sense. Don't give me no stupid ass name. Give me a name that makes sense, because it's not his fault when you are running a 1972 offense. Everything that Matt Canada does is basic. The 49ers knew what was coming. They knew we were lining up Najee. They knew we were trying to run jet sweeps with Deontay Johnson, and it was all for show and nothing. Like
this man Brad on Undisputed, he banging that table, boy.
Hey, Brad, I'm gonna let you cook, bro. Matter of fact, Brad, you can run ISO, but let me just
go ahead, talk your shit, bro.
No, because it's getting to the point where everybody wants to put the blame on Mike Tomlin. But for the last 2 years, we have seen it time after time again. Matt Canada run the most basic-ass offensive plays and the most basic-ass route concepts that the whole entire world knows. Now, when we caught fire last year late with Pickett, he did slightly open up the playbook, but he kept the concept simple because Pickett was a rookie. I was expecting now, when you have a better gelled offensive line, we went out, we got Isaac Sumaleo, and we got some other guys on the offensive line, and we made some moves, on the defensive side of the ball. That I was like, okay, we're going to at least come out and fight against 49ers and fight on Sunday. We gave up, and literally the whole entire first half, our quarterback has 15 yards. What are you doing? What are you do? What position are you putting Kenny Pickett in to succeed as an offensive coordinator? Don't blame the head coach. I'm looking at you as an OC because you are the one who calls the plays. Mike Tomlin has never been a coach that calls on plays. He is not Andy Reid, and I don't expect him to. And we don't have a
defensive-minded coach.
So it's 2 different coaching styles. So the fact of the matter is, this all falls on Matt Canada's feet. I've been on the message boards. I've been on the social medias. I'm telling you, people are calling for his head. He will not make it past this season. He might not make it to the end of this season. If by week 6 he still has a job, then I will be shocked. And if by week 12 we are not putting up at least 24 points, I am going to be furious at the front office at not letting him go, because this is ridiculous. Because you're putting the defense in situations where we're getting guys hurt like Cam Hayward, who now we're out for who knows how long with a groin injury, and now we are missing Deontay Johnson. So you tell me what we're supposed to do. We got the Browns up next. Usually we beat the Browns. The Browns are actually looking decent this year. Thank you for coming.
Good old Matt.
Can I say something? At one point, I was like going across my phone, Twitter, whatever, watching the games. The 49ers at one point had 199 yards and Pittsburgh's one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
that was crazy.
Total offense, we had 1 yard.
Like, we saw some crazy stats this weekend. Like, crazy.
It was at one point, I think, Pickett had negative passing yards. Najee had negative 2 yards rushing. It was ridiculous. Deontay Johnson had the longest yard from the line of scrimmage when he caught the pass, but then he got hurt the next play. And then he got hurt and taken out. We couldn't do nothing after that. Like they were interviewing the players, and the players are even trying to subtly say it to the media, but they can't say it outright to the media about Matt Canada. But they are using phrases like, we don't want to start like we did last year, or we need to be more dynamic, or we need to pick it up quicker. That is all pointing at your offensive coordinator and your play caller. Like, we should have just went in, and I know Dre's happy about this. I said it last year. We should have went out and got Eric Bieniemy to join Mike Tomlin last year, but we didn't do it.
Nah, y'all
Shout out to
good.
the Commanders for doing the job they were supposed to do, because he'll probably be their next head coach. I'm just calling it now. So we should have did that. And there were people that threw his name out there to replace Mike Tomlin, and that would have been interesting because I'm an Eric Bieniemy fan. But Mike Tomlin's still the man for the job. But you got to get an OC that's willing to open up the playbook. When we were setting records and Ben was putting almost 500 yards in the air, Bruce Arians was the OC drawing up those fantastic plays. Matt Canada is like Matt Rule in Nebraska. Beyond me.
Oh, God.
Hey.
Wait. Hold up. Hold up. We're going to get to that fat fucker Matt Rule in about 10, 15 minutes. Damn, Brad. Matt Rule?
Damn.
Yes.
Dang, that's
we have
tough.
to deal with this now for 2 to 3 years. It's sickening.
Yeah. But the way that Brad was describing Matt Canada, by the way, like his nickname better be pack your bags and go to Canada. That's his nickname right
Cross
now.
The fucking border.
Based on how he's offensive coordinator.
There's a whole league in Canada that needs OCs. Yeah. The Saskatchewan Wildcats need you right now.
Hey, kill Mo.
Go for them.
Hey, kill Mo.
Go compete for the Grey Cup, you bum.
Everything that you said about Matt Canada, the only name that I can think of, his namesake, Matt Rule. That's the only name I can think of. But we'll get to that sucker later. We'll get to that later. It's all good.
They can go coach the Canadian League.
Oh, damn.
Hey, quick question, y'all. Quick question. Who looked better on Sunday, the 49ers or the Cowboys? Who was more impressive in your opinion?
I'm going to say the 49ers.
I'm going to say the 49ers.
I'm going to say 49ers.
In my opinion, those are the two best teams in the NFC at the moment. Sorry, Philadelphia, but this is a week-to-week ranking, week-to-week power rankings. Yeah. The 49ers and the Cowboys would be top 2 right now. And I hate to say, I hate the Cowboys. Yeah, I really don't care for the 49ers, but I'm just being objective. Well, if I saw, like, the Dallas defense might be the best defense. The 49ers defense might be right there, right behind them.
I got them 1-2.
I just think Kyle Shanahan. I had the 49ers number 1 just because I think Kyle Shanahan's a better coach than Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
And he'll scheme up.
And just based on who they played, man, the Steelers are like a potential wild card team. Or at least that's what we thought, going into the season. So just and just the fact that the Steelers
I was impressed because Brock Purdy did it again. So I'm like, all right, so are we really going to change this narrative for, okay, there was no tape, it was flukish, like he was on a rhythm too. All right, they got a quarterback that just fits the system. He just fits the system. Like, they got the playmakers with Debo and Ayuk. They got Kittle. They got McCaffrey. They got the fullback. It's like Purdy, don't turn the ball over.
Is the system good enough to win a Super Bowl though?
He turned the ball over one time, but it didn't hurt him because our offense couldn't do anything.
I haven't seen Purdy make the same mistakes Jimmy Garoppolo be making. Right. Until Purdy makes the mistake, because that's the difference. He eliminates the mistakes Jimmy Garoppolo, because there've been some tight games, and like Purdy was like, okay, because they weren't all like front running games. It's like, okay, he did have to make a play here or there. So I'm like, okay, but this is going to be like a full season, so we're really about to see what he's about. But just right now, how fluid the offense looked compared to how Dallas looked against the Giants, that's why I'm giving the 49ers the edge right now. And they play physical, which is Dallas' weakness the past 2 years.
I'll give and I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'll give Dallas's offensive pass. They did play in a monsoon.
Okay.
It didn't look that great, but they were in a monsoon. Yeah. But you're right. I mean, the thing about Brock Purdy is I just gotta see him make the throw in the key moment. Right. That's what I'm waiting to see if he can do that. Because at some point,
I mean, he got some teams to play this year, so that's what we really going to see if this is legit. But he's still looking good right now, so we gotta acknowledge that.
Yep. Let's see. Any more NFL topics before we move to college football? Oh yeah. BT, bro, what, man, what happened on Sunday? What happened to our Panthers, bro?
3 of them turnovers, dog. Three
Yeah.
of them turnovers, man. That's basically what killed the Panthers, man. I'm not really too mad at Bryce. He was eyeing his receivers down, but Jesse Bates is the top 5 safety. So I expect Bates to make them plays. But Miles Sanders, like Corey said, that fumble is what did us in. Because we had a chance to go up
I
by
said
10.
something, receiver.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, go ahead, bro.
There's a reason why Eagles fans weren't really upset that they let Miles Sanders go. That's all I'm gonna say.
We missed Foreman. I'll tell you that
very
much.
good point.
We definitely missed
Yeah,
Foreman.
we missed. I missed
We
Foreman,
did.
man.
We did.
Man.
We missed.
Yeah,
Carolina
we
missed
missed him,
Foreman.
bro.
They really
definitely
did.
missed. Hey, but Chuba surprised me though. Chuba was out there hitting them holes.
Yeah.
He was.
He
He was.
surprised me.
He
He
was.
surprised me. So shout out to Chuba, man. But yeah, we definitely missed Foreman. But like I said, the turnovers, the defense can't do but so much. You know, it was a defensive battle for, majority of the game. But then that turnover, it was getting short fields. What's just what the defense to do on the short field every single drive. Atlanta never drove the length of the field to score them touchdowns. It was all on their side of the field.
Yeah, man.
Every touchdown they got was on their side of the field, on the short field.
Yeah.
So
And-
BT,
Atlanta.
Let me just say this one thing about the game though, because like when you force a quarterback to have less than 100 yards, you normally are going to win that game, right?
facts.
And Ritter
Usually.
got most of those yards on one play to Kyle Pitts
On
before
one
they scored
play.
that, and before they
Mhm.
scored that last touchdown. So like you look at the stats. I mean, okay, like we had more passing yards, more rushing. I mean, we didn't have a great passing game. We ran over 100 yards. Okay, well, we dominated those areas, but we had more penalties.
Had more plays.
They had
Time on
better field
possession.
position than us. They had better field position than us.
That's it.
And Jesse Bates,
Yeah.
they caused more turn. That was the key. That was really all it was. So the Falcons, they got the W, but your quarterback is some shit. Because look,
The Panthers, man.
Just make it plain, dude. Just make it plain.
you 91 yards, you got like 30, 40 of it on one play.
On one play.
You're not that good.
Yeah.
Like, what
Everybody
what's
get
so
your shit off
exciting
this
about
week.
this dude, bro?
Everybody
That's
get your
what
shit off
pisses
this
me off,
week.
bro.
Hey,
All I
Hey,
heard
let me
about
say-
is
but B. John Robinson is
he nice.
Shout out
He
to
nice.
him. He nice.
He like that.
Hey,
He nice.
hey,
bro.
hey,
He
He
nice.
nice.
like that.
he's
He
on
nice.
my fantasy team. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to draft him. I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
I'm
it's all
sorry,
good.
y'all.
I was gonna get him
I
too,
can't-
but I can't drop no division rivals, man.
I
Between
understand.
him and Algier, they gonna do some numbers, bro.
They are.
Let me say
I
one more.
sat
Let me say
out
one more
here.
thing though. Let me say one more thing. I looked at Bryce stats, man. His average yards per pass was 3.8. Like these
strong
receivers
shit.
could not get open, dog.
Hey, hold on.
No
Yeah,
separation, bro.
3.8, bro.
Look,
And that was going to be my question to you and Dave. What is the fix for the receivers? What
There
is
is no
ultimately
fix.
going to fix this for the receivers?
It's no fix. We just got
who
to
was
do
it?
some
Terence
slants.
put that in the chat about the separation, the chart that showed the separation, less than 3 yards separation, and you expect a rookie to be able to complete those passes?
We got to run crossing
that is
routes, bro.
concerning.
That's the biggest thing. We got to run crossing routes. We got to
You
pick.
gotta scheme.
We got to pick the defenders, dog.
We got to get more creative, man, because what's really the difference between our wide receiving core and Chick-fil-A? Because they're not open on Sunday. They weren't open on Sunday, bro. So what's really the difference?
Yo,
that's the bar, dog.
Damn. Time out, bro. Time out. We need a full time out, bro. We need a full, bro. Yo.
Flag on the play. That was too
Yo.
personal foul. Too disrespectful. The bar is too fire.
Hey, get open, bro. That's all I ask. Get open, bro. You're not Chick-fil-A. Come on, bro. Be like. Yo, hold on. Nah, man, don't be like Chick-fil-A. Be like church. Be like church. Be open on Sunday morning. Be open on Sunday afternoon. Be open on Sunday night. That's all I ask, man. That's all I ask. Be open. Just be open. Just get open.
Yo,
That's all I ask, bro. Just get open.
That's not a hard request, bro. That's not a hard request to ask for.
Hey, Slim, you funny as shit, Mo.
Oh God.
That was a nasty bar, Bo. That was a nasty bar.
That bar
I
was
give
too
you that
fire,
one.
son.
That was bad. That was filthy, Bo.
That's probably the best bar we've heard on a pod right there.
Period, dog.
That's a
That's a
S
Hall
tier.
of Fame type bar right there. Put it in the.
I'm in the studio.
We see you cooking up something, man.
You did.
We see you cooking up something, man.
Hey,
But yeah, man.
that was on top of the
On
dome,
a
bro.
serious
You
note,
just came up with
though,
that one.
That was on top of the dome, bro. That was on top of the dome.
that was a bar. But is DJ Chark gonna make a difference, man? I just don't really see how he really gonna make that much of a difference. I mean, he does have some size and some speed, but we just don't really have a lot of dynamic guys at the receiving core. And it's funny because I just saw the Carolina Blitz, and I was talking to Bash Todd, months ago, and I was like, I don't think this receiving core is that good. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I was like, I just don't see it. And she seemed a little bit more optimistic than me, but I just don't see it, man. Like week 2, if they couldn't get open week 1, we're playing a better defense on Monday night, man.
Yo.
And I hate it, bro. We're gonna have to.
We got Michelle Lattimore, dog. One of the top 10 corners in the league, bro. Nah. If you can't get separation from them boys,
you're not getting separation, bro.
You're not getting separation.
They not.
Lattimore was giving Hopkins fits on Sunday, so yeah.
What?
They're gonna man us up.
Yes.
They're gonna occasionally go zone just because it's to give us a different look, but they're gonna man us up.
They're gonna bump and play man the entire game and force
it's gonna be press man all game.
All game.
Mm-hmm.
Who they second?
If we don't get a lead early and run the football, we're in trouble. I hate to say it, but it's just the
Is Honey Badger still with the Saints?
Hey man, you gotta play.
You
gotta play the game. Still gotta play them games.
We gotta play the game.
Derek Carr can fuck up, so keep the faith.
He can throw us one.
Y'all defense, that's what I'm saying. Y'all defense was balling.
I need Derek Carr to have a Josh Allen 2.0 performance, bro. I need that.
If that happens, we can get this done.
If that happens,
real quick before we get into college football. So week 2, let's see what we got here. We got Minnesota at Philly. Philly probably will win that.
Yeah, I got
Green
Philly.
Bay and Atlanta, two 1-0 teams. I think the Packers are going to smoke them boys.
I hope so.
I think they got some. I think there's some new love in Green Bay. I think there's some newfound love in Green Bay.
Yeah. Hey,
but there's one game that kind of stands.
Jordan Love was impressive. He was.
He was.
Chicago don't know what the fuck they're doing, bro.
Oh no, they don't. Well, that's a whole other discussion, bro. But there's one game that stands out to me on week 2 slate. The Baltimore Ravens go to Cincinnati. Now, if you're Cincinnati, you can't start 0-2 in this AFC.
Oh, that's
If Baltimore can get 2 up on the Bengals, and they go win on the road and beat Cincinnati on the road, and beat 2 up,
and what people don't talk about, Baltimore played Cincinnati tough during the Joe Burrow era too. Like we was literally there when they came to Baltimore and the Ravens beat them. So it's like ain't no excuse with the rush or anything. Like he just gotta go out there and do it because Baltimore they won, but it was against the Texans and they felt like their offense didn't do as good like they was hyped up to be. And of course, Mark Andrews didn't play that game. So, but they gonna come in to try to prove a point like Lamar is better than Joe Burrow, so like they're gonna try to put the points up while they can. And Odell's trying to get that first touchdown in Ravens uniform too, so they're gonna try to find something.
The key is the Ravens are missing their top running back though. He did go down with an Achilles injury.
But I understand that. But I understand. But being a person that stay close to Baltimore, some way somehow, them motherfuckers are gonna get that run game going. They gonna get that run game going. They got stable backs. Like somehow, some way, they gonna get like when Odell replaced Jarvis and he got the touchdown, then he got another one. Like they gonna find a way, and then we still got Lamar with his legs. So they gonna find a way to get that run game going. So that's why I'm not concerned about.
I think the Bengals bounce back. I think their offense will bounce back. They was in a rainstorm. They played a team
so
they
too.
struggled.
Yeah.
I think
I
they
need
bounce
them
back.
to for fantasy points, but
Yeah, Burrow, man, he fucked me up in
Thank you,
fantasy. I ain't
bro.
gonna hold you. Oh
the
my
only reason I
god.
won
Yeah,
my
Burrow
fantasy
only had
game
like
was
82,
because of
right?
Allen.
Yeah.
And I got one more
Hey.
game. Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go
good.
ahead. Yeah.
No, I was just saying, like, before we get into that game, I just want to say shout out to the Washington football team, man. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, man. How you
Big
feeling,
win.
man? Speaking of
like,
Yeah.
how you feel
I was
about
about to be blown. But I had to put things in perspective. I was thinking about the Cardinals like a college team where it's like when you know you're better than them, it should be like a 20-point game. But you realize like it's all pros out there. So of course they're gonna look decent. But honestly, we gave them a touchdown. So it wasn't even like 20-16. It was our defense was balling. Like our defense fine. Shout out to rookie Emmanuel Ford. He got that last breakup at the end of the game. I pretty much sealed the deal on that last drive. But yeah, man, I like what I saw. But I gotta give a shout out to my boy Hector. He was at the game, and he bought me a little something. So y'all see this?
Yeah.
So the winner goes to spoil. So see right here, this is Josh Dobbs' glove from when he was wearing this in the game. So Josh Dobbs, he was going by Hector. Hector, he a crazy dude. He was trying to recruit that man to come to DC, man. He told that boy Hector, fuck you, and threw him the glove.
Hey,
Yo.
Hey, bro.
But
Hector a wild boy, yo.
Hey, shout out Josh Dobbs, bro. Shout out to Admiral.
But on the serious note, just quick points. Defense looked good. Washington Nation, we can't expect the offense to look like Kansas City offense. It's two different styles. We have better wide receivers. We don't have Kelsey. Give us some time. Hal made a play down the stretch when we needed to. So hopefully we could continue that against Denver next week. Start 2-0, see what we can really do going forward.
Yeah. I was going to say real quick, the other game that kind of stands out week 2, Kansas City goes to Jacksonville. Kansas City can't afford to go down 0-2 either. Kansas City's currently 3-point favorites.
Don't let the Jaguars win this joint. Don't let the Jaguars win this joint.
This might. Are you calling another upset?
This might be my.
No, I might pick it, and I love Pat Mahomes.
I'm gonna pick that. I'm gonna pick that too, yo.
And y'all know how I feel about Pat Mahomes. Y'all know how I feel about. They look.
What a game at T.
They kind of struggled against.
It's in Jacksonville.
It's in Jacksonville.
Nah. Mahomes not going to. They're not going over 2. I'm gonna stick with my boy. I can't do it. I'm sticking with Mahomes because he should have beat Detroit. He should have beat Detroit.
Exactly.
He did.
But somebody was sloppy with the pot. So I'm gonna get my boy. Yeah, he's not starting.
Oh boy, Kadarius.
Kadarius looking like Tony out here with no anniversaries.
It's that Florida Gator,
bro. Hey, look, Brad right here in the studio with me. Brad in the studio with me.
Brad got a feature.
Damn, y'all. All right, man. We're going to college football, bro. The NFL is toxic, bro. These bars are heavy, bro.
They might get worse.
Yeah.
Hey, man. If you're a fan of Alabama, you might want to mute the pod right now for about 5 minutes. If you're a Bama fan,
they gotta hear this shit. They gotta hear this shit. Whatever we say, they gotta hear it.
And man, they're not going.
Don't run from this grind, bro. Don't hop on another
team. Don't worry.
Don't hop on no team.
Don't worry. They're not going to listen because they only worry about their 6-figure job because that's the only thing that matters in this world.
No.
Anyways, Texas, Dré, you called it, bro. Texas went into Tuscaloosa, and they were just a flat-out better team, man. I mean, shit. Like, Quinn Ewers proved that, if he had been healthy, they would have won the game last year. He threw for 349, 3 TDs, a couple of bombs. Texas looked like they had better athletes at times in the game. They were better in the trenches, which is the most important thing. 2 years in a row that Texas has beaten Alabama in the trenches. The SEC really not off to a great start. The ACC
Don't get me
is
started.
4-1 versus the SEC. No offense, BT. I'm sorry, bro. You know what's coming, bro.
Nah,
We ain't gonna talk about.
it happens.
We ain't
It's
gonna talk
all
about FSU
good.
LSU. We ain't gonna talk about that game
Hey,
because
it's part of the
FSU
game,
talent
bro.
wise is probably top 3 talent, like just roster. But anyways, I'm not gonna be a homer right now. I'm gonna be a homer because Miami beat Texas A&M.
Yeah, this Miami week. Y'all had y'all this Miami week, man.
I got some thoughts on Jimbo, but Dre, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Talk about
Yeah.
Jimbo Fisher.
Like I said before, I told T this. I probably said this on this pod. I really felt like we should beat this team by double digits, and they proved me right. I just knew it because last year I really felt like, and that's the same reason why I felt like Texas was going to be Alabama, because both teams came out. It was like, we really should have beat these bums on some real shit. Like, we really should. So I was really like, this is the game I circled. This is the first circle game. I was like, we should really smoke these bulls, and we really should have. But the score wasn't indicative of that because we had some early turnovers, which was gifts baskets that got them some early points. But if you take that away, we was lighting them bitches up
and down.
and I loved it.
Up and down.
Jimbo couldn't do shit with all his top recruits over there. Couldn't do nothing with us. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I wanted. This was why I was talking. I haven't seen an offense like that since like probably what 2016, 2017, Brad.
Yeah,
like we didn't have this type of explosion in years. And I love it. I love it. We gave them boys hell. And special shout out to my boy Cam Kitchens. Like, hope you're doing well, man. That was a scary play. But rest up. Don't rush you out here. We got you, man. So but yeah, like defense balled out, offense looked amazing. Van Dyke looked like a different quarterback from last year. This was the question I want to answer going into this year. I was like, which Van Dyke are we going to see? Are we going to see when he took over his first year, or are we going to see the one that it seems like he has a better rapport with the wide receivers? It seems like we got more explosive on the outsides. We still got that deep running back core. So now this is looking like the Van Dyke, especially with we got a new coordinator. So I think he's feeling more comfortable with this offense, and he's throwing that ball down the field, which I've been waiting for years with this Miami offense.
And it looked like the line got better. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes, the trenches, we look beefed up.
Yeah. The line was giving him time to throw those bombs down the field that we know Van Dyke can do because we've seen it before. But when he doesn't have time and he has to hold on to the ball, that's when the mistakes come, or he has to throw it into tight coverage. But everything we saw for Van Dyke is what we thought Van Dyke could be when he first showed up. And now we're seeing it even more mature, like you said, Dre, more continuity with the offensive coordinator, more continuity with the wide receivers, just a great performance. We were on that defense like Swiss cheese. We were going up and down the field.
Should have put 50 on them. Should have put 50 on them.
Should have
put 50 on them.
Jimbo looking like he needed to be in a Texas A&M retirement home. That's how he was looking on the sidelines. Just looking around.
Fuck Jimbo.
Yes. Now it's time for me to talk.
Go ahead.
Get your ball. Go ahead. You
because I've been telling y'all for years about this fraud. First off, Texas A&M, how do y'all feel, bro? Jimbo Fisher got y'all in a 360 deal, bro. Y'all in hell, bro. Y'all are in hell. What did I tell y'all, bro? Brad, we talked about this yesterday, Brad.
Yep.
That 2013 national championship team was more about the talent that FSU had in the program at the time versus Jimbo Fisher as a coach.
I agree.
A&M fans, let me tell y'all something, bro. I've been an FSU fan since like 98, 99, since I started watching football, bro. Let me tell you about this man, Jimbo Fisher. Our 2012 team that we had lost 2 games that year, which was inexcusable, had more talent than our 2013 national championship team that most people would say was probably like a top 5 national championship team in the last 20 years as far as talent. You got the 2019 LSU, 01 Miami, one of those Florida teams, a couple of Alabama teams, one of those Clemson teams. But that 2013 FSU team is in somewhere between 5, 6-ish. That team was stacked.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Our 2012 team had more talent than that team. We didn't have James at quarterback. We had EJ Manuel, but that 2012 team had more talent. But Jimbo Fisher fucked it up. There was a game that year in Raleigh, North Carolina, where we were up 16-3 at halftime, and the offense did absolutely nothing in the second half. Then versus Florida, we made no adjustments versus Florida that year. I mean, how the fuck do we lose to Dan Mullen in Florida? Like, how? Like, fuck Florida. Like
Always.
fuck Boston, fuck Florida.
Always.
Always.
This man, Jimbo Fisher, quit on our program after one game. After one game, he quit. Now, I will say this. We had Bama. We played Bama that year even for a half. Actually, we should have been up. We got holed by the refs before halftime. Special teams fell apart. Francois gets injured. And then after that, he literally quit on the program. That man stopped recruiting. That man didn't give a damn. He already checked out. That was shameful. I don't know how he talked y'all to giving him a 10-year, $70 million contract. Good luck getting out of that contract now. Has A&M even finished third in the SEC West? Third, not fourth, third. I can't remember them finishing third in the SEC West.
I don't recall, man.
I do not recall.
Wait, when did they actually have had like more like less than 3 losses in a season?
Maybe
we called
once.
them Texas 8-4. That's what we called them. LSU fans called them Texas 8-4. That's what LSU called them. Like, and stop. Hold on, let me say something real quick, bro. Texas
Go ahead. Get yours off.
Stop trying to act like y'all LSU rival, dog. Like y'all not LSU rival. We don't like.
They think y'all a rival because of that 1-7 overtime game, bro. They think y'all
exactly, bro. Like we not y'all rival, bro. Like, LSU fans laugh at y'all boys. Like we're not y'all rival. But anyway,
I'll say this, BT.
I had to say that.
I'll say this: Texas is more of a rival to LSU than Texas A&M.
Right.
Yeah.
In recruiting, just the geographic, all that stuff, recruiting, all that. But they come to the SEC, y'all are looking more of Texas as a rival than A&M. A&M is a fraud. Jimbo Fisher is a fraud.
A&M just the NC State of Texas, bro. Like that's what it really is. What it comes down to,
bro.
That's what it comes down to, bro. Nobody gives a fuck.
Bro.
Like y'all the little brother. Y'all gotta throw tantrums so people can notice y'all. But y'all ain't real. Y'all never been real. Y'all never been real.
What?
I mean, I'm looking at their schedule. And
Jimbo Fisher hasn't done anything that Kevin Sumlin didn't do, y'all.
Exactly.
Hell.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Kevin Sumlin beat Bama. Kevin Sumlin had top 10 finish to the season.
Classes.
Yeah.
Kevin Sumlin brought in recruits. What's the difference between Jimbo Fisher and Kevin Sumlin except for white privilege?
Hey, Kevin Sumlin went to the Cotton Bowl. Has Jimbo done that?
He went to the Orange Bowl one year.
He went to the Orange Bowl one year.
But the thing is, Jimbo get top classes and can't do nothing with them top classes. Like last year.
This is a Scott Brooks to Billy Donovan job. This is exactly what it is. They did a Scott Brooks to Billy Donovan job. Y'all didn't improve. Y'all went flatline. It hasn't gone up. Y'all haven't snuffed a SEC championship. So
they never will.
And I don't think they will.
They never will.
Speaking of never sniffing championship,
you can book it now. Texas and Oklahoma coming into the SEC will take the SEC championship game before Texas A&M does. Book it now.
That would be disgusting.
They will both get the SEC championship games before Texas A&M will.
Hell, Texas. If Texas wins the SEC West this year, they might win the SEC West this year. I'm just throwing it out there. They just beat Bama, so I mean. But speaking of never sniffing a title, Nebraska ain't sniffing shit, but that Matt Rule sold them.
Man, Nebraska ain't. Nah, man, Nebraska ain't sniffing shit, but what's in the toilet, bro? They not sniffing a damn thing. Nah, man, that's all I gotta say about it, bro. Like,
you really went on the 50-yard line. You disrespected the Buffalo logo and thought that shit was going to rock. And Deion Sanders' first home game, y'all really try to go. And then Matt to me, hey, I don't know what they were talking about. I don't know what they thought was disrespectful. You know exactly what the fuck you're doing. You little snake-ass, punk-ass bitch.
We're talking about.
Matt Rule is a snake.
Nah, man. Imagine going on the 50-yard line and having Matt Rule hype you up, bro. I can't.
Oh my
get hyped. What the heck?
I would have looked at him
like, come on, man.
Like, he act like we don't got film.
Look,
man, like we don't got film on him.
All Matt Rule has done is move the snake oil business from Charlotte, North Carolina to Lincoln, Nebraska. That's all he's done,
bro.
Exactly.
That is all he's done. That's it.
He went from Waco
bro.
to Charlotte to Nebraska. He making a world tour right now. It's a world tour stop. What's the next one gonna be?
His quarterback
better be the
bro.
The next
quarterback
stop better be the tire. The next stop better be the
Yeah,
crib.
he got to get benched, man.
No, the next
That
time
man.
will be the Canadian Football League. I'm telling you that now.
You know what's
You
crazy?
send everybody to Canada, huh?
Yes.
Nebraska has a
J-Lo can
weak
join
Big
them.
Ten schedule. Nebraska has a weak ass Big Ten schedule too, bro. For a Big Ten team, they really don't play anybody but for damn. They got Michigan at home at the end of September, and then they have Maryland and then Iowa and at Wisconsin. Like they're not playing Ohio State. They're not playing some of the better
Or Penn
Big
State.
Ten teams.
Or Penn
Yeah,
State.
like, and they're still not gonna be shit. They might not even make a bowl game. Watch them lose to
Nah.
like Illinois and Purdue and
We
whatever.
definitely getting that dub. We definitely getting that dub. So that's a
based on
Maryland
who you
beating
listen,
that ass.
I
Michigan
see
State
like
beating
another
that
3-4
ass.
losses, bro. I see another 3-4
Exactly.
losses.
His first win to come against Northern Illinois.
It's where's it at? It's in Iowa or Nebraska.
No,
They're playing. They're playing in Nebraska, but Iowa.
Oh, they lucky. They lucky.
Iowa
But they
still
still
gonna
gonna
beat
beat
them.
them. But if it was at Iowa, you booked that.
Oh, it's a
I was a
wrap.
betting man. I booked that
It's
easily.
a wrap.
Iowa's a tough place to play in, man. It's just
All I
something
know
about that
is-
stadium.
Yeah.
On September the 30th, Michigan's covering the spread. I don't care what nobody says.
Hey, what's the spread, Brad?
I don't know what it is right now, but I know
Hold
they're
on,
covering it.
I'll pull it up right now. But I mean, listen, 2
He
games.
said,
He said book it. He said it's covered. It's covered, baby. It's covered. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's
There's
covered.
no,
It's taken care
there's no
of.
betting line. There's no betting line yet. But in 2 games,
I
Nebraska
guarantee
has scored
that
10
come
and
out
14
40 and a
points.
half. It better be 40 and a half.
No, that's a high spread. Come on now. That's like a
very high
number one
spread.
team playing NCS school, bro. Come on, Brad.
Yeah. Maybe
Come
like
on,
a
Brad. That's like
maybe like a 15, 14 point spread.
No,
maybe
it'll
yeah, I
probably
say
like-
15.
I'd
It
say
depends on what they
14. Yeah, 14.
It'll
I'll
probably
say
be like 14
14
in a hook. It'll be 14
Yeah, I'll say
and a half.
14.
It'll be 14 and a half.
Anyway,
Well,
it's
yeah,
anything they
in
ask
2
for.
games. In 2 games, Nebraska's only scored 10 and 14 points. Their offense is pathetic. That's pathetic in college football.
It's
all
the quarterback
spread offense and
evals,
stuff.
bro.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That is bad.
But enough
It ain't no
of the
surprise.
snake oil. Enough of the snake oil piece of shit, bro. We gotta talk about Prime. Fuck Matt Rule, bro. We're talking about a real coach,
Exactly.
man.
Pretty much.
Hey, man.
Colorado is 2-0, ranked 22nd. They have
18
Colorado
now.
State, a rivalry game.
Yeah.
They're on game day on Saturday. A lot of hype. But Colorado State, they should beat them. It's a rivalry game. Things can happen in rivalry games, but they should handle them.
Yeah.
What I'm interested to see is
The next 2.
next Saturday
Next 2.
Yeah.
At Oregon, right?
Oregon.
At Oregon, yeah.
at
That
Oregon,
Oregon
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
and then USC at home.
This is where Shador goes for the Heisman. This is where, if he
Yes.
wants that
This can
Heisman, this
be-
is where he goes for it right here.
Yes.
This is where he
This
goes
can be
for it right
right
here.
Him,
Yeah.
It's not, and not just
Him or
even a
Hunter make that
Heisman, the
Heisman
draft. This is the
Nah,
when he
this
gets
is-
back
this is-
Colorado
yeah.
State, the Heisman in the draft for Shador
Yeah.
can go real crazy depending on what he does in these next 2 games, especially
this
if they
is-
win.
Yeah, like these
Yeah.
next
Shador
3
already the
games.
number 3 quarterback, and
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say the same thing. I was about to say that exact thing because these next 3 games are going to determine whether he goes from a 3rd rank to number 1 rank. Because I'm not gonna.
I don't know.
I
think
know.
Caleb Williams locked in number
I
one.
think-
I think Caleb.
I don't know,
Caleb
man.
Williams locked in at 1, bro.
Really?
If they
In my
win,
head,
Like that.
I don't know, man. If they
Realistic-
win the next 3
No, it
games,
don't matter. No,
Realistically,
Dave.
I can
You
see
gotta
him
look at the
maybe
build.
passing Drake.
You gotta look at Caleb Williams' build, the way he plays the game. There's things that Caleb Williams do that even Shador Sanders can't do. I'm sorry.
Can't do.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is
that's
locked in
facts.
number 1, bro. That's
Yeah.
a Pat Mahomes clone. If there's ever gonna be a Pat Mahomes clone,
yeah,
it's Caleb
I feel it.
Williams.
I
It's
feel it.
Caleb-
I
yeah.
feel
Caleb
it.
Williams.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
feel
But
it.
I
Now,
can see
number
him passing
2,
Drake,
I
though.
feel it.
Now I would
Now,
say Drake.
That's interesting.
Drake
Drake
is
can be
underrated
caught.
because Drake is
Yeah.
a carry job. That
Yeah.
Carolina offense
Drake
is
is
missing their
definitely a
top 2
carry job.
receivers.
Right.
Yep.
So it's
That
not
is
going to
true,
look
yeah.
great for Drake May. The stats aren't going to look great. The
But he's
games
still
are
a
going to
great
look great.
quarterback. But he's still a great
Yeah,
quarterback.
Drake is like that. Drake like that.
But it's just, but I'm
The
going off the
situation around
like.
Carolina's not good.
But
It's
when I'm
not.
going, it was like 2 games straight. Shador showed like that escapability, like that evasiveness that I was talking about. Like even Daniel Jones don't have in the pocket. Like his pocket awareness was like amazing in some of his scrambles. Like I would say he did take some sacks that he didn't need to take over in the game on Saturday, but still, some of the playmaking he was doing when the line was breaking down was like amazing. And I know Nebraska's not a good team, but they still built to have a Big Ten. Like
their defense is solid though. I will give Nebraska
like,
their defense is solid.
like they still recruiting like a Big Ten in the trenches in Nebraska. So for the O line and the defense to do what they did against that Nebraska, like shout out, like they really fixed what their mistakes they was doing against TCU for this game and shut everything down. Now we just gotta see when they play a better team than TCU and Oregon and USC. Because USC is going to be shit. Our defense not getting played that game. USC is going to be shit. But we're going. Yeah. But that Oregon game is really intriguing. I really want to see what he does on the road in Oregon.
And I know we're looking towards Oregon, but I can't just discount a rivalry in Colorado State. I mean, because that's a rivalry. And that's Deion Sanders' first trap game in a Power 5 conference. That's his first trap game.
That's definitely a trap game.
And I'm interested to see how they handle it. I feel like they're going to handle it well, but I just want to see how they handle it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're going
to be in the prime time. They're going to be on ESPN. Like you said, game day is going to be there. I think he's not going to have them where they get too big for the moment because they realize that Colorado State still is a team that it's a rivalry game. You throw records out the window. I think Prime.
Yeah.
He's been in the NFL. He's going to preach that type of statement. Then I think he can focus on Oregon.
But can I just say something real quick, man? I just want to say something real quick because I heard all this jibber jabber about the gimmicks and Colorado ain't this, Colorado ain't that, but so far throughout like 2-3 weeks, niggas love going to Colorado. The media love going to Colorado for game day. Big noon kickoff. They've been covered 2 Colorado games.
Yeah,
game day about to be there. Y'all, for some people that were talking all that good shit about Colorado, y'all love going there now. What's this energy?
In the vein
something
of
about both.
What Prime said, we keep receipts. He kept the receipts. He knows what they're doing. He kept the receipts.
Michael Irvin was at the damn game. Miami had a fucking game against a ranked opponent.
That's crazy. That's actually wild.
That's wild.
I didn't think about that. That's crazy.
Cameron was out there too.
Crazy. Like the video footage of Deion giving the pregame speech. I see T.O. in there. He looked like he about to suit up, bro.
Yeah, the only thing about that is how come some of these dudes couldn't do that at Jackson State? That's all I'm gonna say.
But they did. The T.O. was at Jackson State though.
No, I'm not talking about T.O. I'm talking about some of these other people. I'm talking about some of the other people, like the media and
okay.
Yeah. See, we know why, but I ain't got time to go into it.
Yeah, but anyway, that's all I want to say. But back to Colorado, even after Oregon, USC, I mean, they got at UCLA, Oregon State, at Washington State, at Utah. Like, honestly,
it's a murder.
If they win 7 games, I think that's still a successful season because this schedule.
That's more than I thought they was going to win, though.
Yeah,
that's more than I thought they was going to win, though.
Yeah.
But now
9 games, that's a crazy.
What's his name talking about?
But now we're talking about the way they play, and if this offense is still consistent, it's like we're not out the realm of possibility. It's coming from I gave them 5 going into the season. Cause I just think being this your first Power 5, you're gonna go through some struggles. But the way they handle TCU on the road, the way they handle their first prime game, remember that game was at 10 o'clock in the morning. Those are the kind of games that's hard to get up for. Even though you're at home, even though you're at home, you're hyping everything. Are you even fully awake for this game? So they handled those 2 things. Now you got a rivalry game in Colorado State. You handle that game. You already going in 3-0. And then there's some tough Pac-12 opponents, but you can after going 3-0, you can get 5 wins somewhere down the line if you keep playing at this level they are right now. So
if they end up losing the Oregon and USC, I think the next 2 wins are very winnable when they play at Arizona State and versus Stanford at home.
They definitely get Stanford out of here.
Absolutely.
And then
That's
the
two
next
wins.
game
Stanford out here.
it's against a ranked UCLA team and then a ranked Oregon State team. Would they be ranked when they play them? We're not sure, but then after that, you got Arizona. I feel like they'll beat Arizona. Washington State's interesting, and then Utah's Utah. I still think they can get 5
They play Washington too, right? They play Washington.
No,
they don't.
No, they don't play Washington.
So I mean, out of
Washington
USC, Oregon State, and Utah, they'll get 2 out of 4 at least. They'll get 2 out of those.
What?
4. I think
you realize that they do play at Utah.
They got Oregon State at home, at Oregon, and USC comes to Boulder.
They might say.
I'd say 2.
I think they could get. I don't know. I don't think they can match Oregon in the trenches. See, we're going to see what they're really built like in the trenches now.
Yeah.
Versus Oregon. I don't think they're going to win at Oregon. That's the first time. Like at TCU, is kind of a tough road environment. We're on the Oregon Stadium is a whole different level.
Oregon is crazy. Oregon is crazy.
That stadium shakes. It's insane.
Now, UCLA, they could possibly beat UCLA, but Chip Kelly might have some shit up his sleeve. Don't sleep on UCLA.
That freshman quarterback, Dante Moore like that.
Washington State.
I watched a little bit of Vanilla. Yeah, he nice like that.
Washington State is one of those tough places that, for some reason, it's like when teams go to Raleigh or when teams go to like Iowa or whatever. Teams just do not play well in that stadium. We just saw Wisconsin go up there and take an L. Teams don't play well in Pullman, Washington. I don't know what it is about that place. I don't know if it's because it's cold, it's wet. It's just not much to do out there. Ain't no hoes out there.
It's weird. That might be it.
I think it's just because the weather and like just it's Washington State. Like there's not much there.
Yeah, so don't sleep on Washington State either. Don't sleep on Oregon State either. Oregon State finished the year strong. They got DJ Uiagalelei, who's shown that he wasn't the problem. The dumbass coach.
Who was the problem, T?
The problem. Man, don't get me started, bro. Because I will cook Dabo for about 10 minutes, but
Dabo.
No, we're gonna say that. Don't worry. You're gonna have your opportunity real soon. You're gonna have your opportunity real soon.
Hold that in the chamber, T. That's coming.
You're gonna have your opportunity real soon.
Put that clip away.
Now, so we're gonna transition now. Speaking of have some shit in the chamber, y'all, it is time. Dré, are you ready for this ISO?
The floor is yours, Dré.
Oh shit.
Amen. I know we talk a lot of football today, but there was no way we can end this episode while talking about the atrocity that we had happen to us, not as a man, not as a friend, a brother, to some fathers and mothers out there, as a damn country. This atrocity that happened this weekend. Dave, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. This bitch ass nigga Steve Kerr. I see why Michael Jordan slapped your punk ass. So what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Bro, we didn't medal. We didn't medal with this team, with this level of competition. We didn't medal. Man, Steve Kerr, you're the most funny looking coach without Steph Kerr out here, man. Steph Kerr really is the reason why you have a legacy career as a coach, man. Because that was one of the worst coaching jobs I've ever seen. How we lose to Germany? Hydra won, y'all. We lost to Hydra. It's over for Cap. It's over for Tony. We lost the country because of these niggas, man. Like, and then before we went get into the Germany game, that Lithuania coach job was atrocious at that. How do you not think to stop getting them extra opportunities and out rebounding, and you leave your tallest player and you're probably your best big defender on the bench? Because Jaren Jackson obviously is not getting done. Defensive player of the year, my ass. How you win Defensive Player of the Year, but you always in foul trouble? How you defending if you in foul trouble all the time?
Sorry ass Grizzlies.
Weak. And then we didn't have the awareness to think Mary Jane Johnson is just not the answer at this center position. He can't guard the center. He's not rebounding. He just needs to be in the power forward, and we have a center to do that. But he just on ice on the bench. Ingram looked like a pedestrian. He had no role. And by the end of this, he had no confidence. You did a Coach K job with Ben Carroll. You must have took his playbook and gave him the playbook with the Ben Carroll sets and got it from Coach K. Because he was a no-show. If you wanted small rim protectors, why didn't we get Kevin Looney to come over to USA and get the rebound? Because he would get them. Because Jaren wasn't doing it. Portis wasn't doing it. Kessler wasn't allowed to do it. So what we doing? MVP. Dennis Schroeder. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God.
That is the minute.
Hey man, hold on.
Go ahead.
You mention bitch ass Dylan Brooks, bro.
No, I did that. No, he was coming. No, it was coming.
Keep flowing.
Go ahead.
Like Klay Thompson. He looked like game 6 Klay Thompson.
Nasty.
Yeah, not from the Lithuania game, not from the Germany game.
Nah.
You didn't think about maybe we should guard the perimeter better. Maybe we should stop switching. No. We just gonna let them continue to rain threes. And since we don't have any rebounders, they're gonna get offensive rebounds, kick it back out, and shoot more threes.
Ole ass defense.
And everybody wanna say, well, he made it further than Pop. Pop didn't see a full Serbia team. He didn't even get to see a Canada team. He didn't see a full power French team. Giannis wasn't even playing this year. Joker wasn't playing this year. You had to feel Spain didn't even make it to the medal round. France didn't even make it to the medal rounds. And this is the results we get. I tell you what. He better hope Steph Curry's on this team next year. Because when I was Steph Curry and said having screens, that man's funny in the lights. We saw it when Mike Brown left. We see what happens when he can't coach. We see he can't coach big men. That's why Wiseman had to go. Apparently, he can't coach wings up either because he didn't do shit with Ingram. He didn't do shit with Ben Carroll. Steve Kerr, you got one chance to redeem yourself because Coach Spo should be the head coach of this USA team. You better hope LeBron gets the Avengers and save the day. Because the fact that I had to see Germany, of all teams, win a FIBA competition, no.
Unacceptable.
No. I can't believe that, man. Dylan Brooks had 39.
Dylan fucking Brooks, man.
RJ Barrett Brunson, the star of the Knicks, looked pedestrian to RJ Barrett, the scapegoat of the Knicks. Let that sink in. SGA didn't even have the best performance that day, but he still got his 30. He just showed Ant-Man what's up. He said that 30-point game against Germany was cute. It's real out here. We just got pumped by two teams that it should never have came down to. And Murray and Wiggins didn't even play for Canada, so we gotta get our leg back. This Olympics, I need blood. Because no, we can't go out like this. This 2 years in a row, no medals in the FIBA World Cup, none. And we actually had legit quote unquote R-stars on this team and quote unquote defensive player of the year on this team. Cam Johnson only played 7 minutes in the last game, and he's a shooter. What the fuck was that, Kerr?
Trifling.
Matter of fact, Steve Kerr is the first coach I've seen 3 players quit on him before the final game. Because them 3 weren't sick. We know they ain't sick. They quit on that boy. They wasn't playing. They said, man, we resting for the season. We ain't playing this meaningless game. They quit on Steve Kerr. That's what really happened. Y'all can kill me with they were sick shit. But man, I've never been so sick at USA ever in my life. Of all people, Dylan Brooks, 39.
This works in 04.
39 points.
Nasty.
39.
Worse than 04?
What? Yes.
Worse than 04,
I can understand losing to Ginobili. I can understand that.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on, bro. Losing to Ginobili.
But almost getting 40 piece by Dylan Brooks. The same Dylan Brooks that couldn't hit shit in the LA series.
7 of 8 from the 3-point line. 7
Let
of
that
8.
sink
You
in,
lost
dog.
to Dylan
7
Brooks.
of 8.
60% from the field. 7 of 8 from 3. In the playoffs, he could not hit water. He couldn't hit
He was
water
leaving
in
this
the
nigga
lake.
wide open. He was hitting nothing.
Well,
I see what Steve Kerr's career will look like if he was coaching the Knicks instead of the Warriors now. I see what really would have been happening, but you know, people are real fortunate. Steve Kerr got approved. He got showed me now because we all know that last finals that was a carry job by Curry. He just went nuclear on them. So
Yep. He had the KD finals,
then he had the KD finals.
and then you
And
had
then
15
The
injuries.
first one.
hey, you think about it.
Injuries.
Steph saved them in the first round against the Kings.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
50 pieces
Oh, yeah.
game 7.
Steph saved them.
Steph Curry saved him.
Because remember, every time Steph Curry or somebody's injured now, what had the Warriors look like?
Shit.
Not that good.
Real funny.
So
And remember, the one time, hey, I can say this: LeBron won all his playing games. Trae Young won all his playing games. KD won all his playing games. Steph and Steve Kerr had not won their playing games when they was in that opportunity.
Hey, man. Steve Kerr lost to Dylan Brooks in the playing game, bro.
And all comes full circle, doesn't it? And all comes full circle, doesn't it? And all comes full circle, doesn't it?
The world is burning around
nasty,
us.
bro.
It's disgusting, but it's true. It's disgusting, but it's true.
The world is
It is
burning
true.
as we know it. Godly.
Armageddon as we know it, Brad.
Godly. Save us,
Oh,
LeBron.
man.
Save us. In
Hey,
Paris.
you need a 39, 40.
Y'all realize how bad it is?
A 39-year-old has to save Team USA.
That's crazy that I'm having to
Come
say
on.
A 39-year-old, a 35-year-old Kevin Durant, a 35-year-old Steph Curry,
30-year-olds.
A 33-year-old Paul George, a 30-something like Kyrie 30.
Oh, Dré, you will be Dré. Hold on, wait, pause. I gotta see Dre's reaction to this. There are reports that Chris Paul might want to play for Team USA.
Hey, don't get him to leave.
He's out of here. Hey,
Dang, hit the music, bro. Let's wrap this up, bro. Let's wrap this shit up, bro.
Hey, hold
He's just going out there to get some hamstrings hurt and throw some unnecessary assists. What the fuck we doing?
Throwing unnecessary lob off the
We really so now we inviting backups on the team.
Oh man.
Backups to the team. We one of the Avengers. I thought
Paul was an Avenger.
Hey, bro. Hey,
That
man.
man is what Chris Paul, bro.
Chris Paul is the DCU version of the Flash. Mid.
Oh.
Overdue.
Ew.
Again.
Nasty. Real nasty.
That's how like a lot of people went to the movies and saw Flash one time. His final appearances one time. That's it. We done. No.
Damn.
We're done with no. Don't put that. He got his medals. We don't need him. I swear to God, they put him over De'Aaron Fox and Kyrie or LaMelo or something like nah. This is what happens when you let these damn dookies take over shit. This is what happens. This is what happened when Colangelo got shit popping. Grant Hill got on the job. Look what the fuck been going on since Grant Hill got on the job. He lucky KD was that dude in the last Olympics, because my God, bro, because
Ooh. Hey man,
Hey,
this is just a preview. What's to come? Y'all already know how we get when NBA season comes around. It's coming, bro. Preseason is about
man.
18 days away.
Oh, T, can we
Oh.
gonna do one more thing? I know me and Dave wanted to shout her out, but congratulations
Yeah.
to Coco Gauff, the first black
Yeah.
teenager to
Congratulations,
win the
Coco.
U.S. Open at 19
Shout out
years
to
old.
Coco.
Shout out
She put
Coco.
on a show
Shout out
in the
Coco.
second and third set.
Black girl magic. Black girl. Shout out to Black Girl Magic.
Shout out to
That-
her and her whole camp and her whole team, her parents being there. KD was in the crowd.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coco for putting it on in New York in front of her people, man. Glad to see her back on top.
She got
Hey,
that check.
She got
And
that
she
check,
got
man.
the check.
Hey,
$3 million.
you know what? Hey, you know what she doing with that check? She gonna spend it and do it her way because she ain't got to pay no bills, bro. She ain't got to pay
Exactly.
No,
she ain't got to pay no bills.
I guarantee you.
She ain't got to pay no bills, but she got to pay New York state tax, though.
That is, yeah.
Hey,
she
yeah.
did.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
Hey, you got
So half this check is going to the state of New York.
Hey, but I'm gonna just say this to add, like Coco, the youngest, first Grand Slam title, youngest to win the U.S. Open since Serena Williams did it in '99, I
99.
believe. And I just want to shout out American tennis because American tennis is back on the come up. You got on the women's side, you got Coco, you got Madison Keys, you got some other people I can't mention right now, and on the men, you got Francis Tiafoe, you got Taylor
My
Fritz,
boy.
Shelton.
you got Ben Shelton. So
Yeah.
among others, so USA
We are
tennis
on the
is on the
upswing.
come
But
up.
telling you.
somebody from USA got to represent. Somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to
Yes.
do it, man.
We got the Davis Cup coming up for tennis. They will definitely show out for the Davis Cup.
But look, I like the US Open is always like the most lit Grand Slam tennis, and trust me, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there next year for
My
the US
uncle's
Open.
All right.
That's lit. I'm gonna be there.
So everybody heard that. Saxon 4 at the U.S. Open. Saxon 4, U.S. Open.
For sure.
Look out for that.
For sure, yeah.
I'm gonna be there. Now that joint too lit for me to not be there.
My shit.
Man.
You heard it first. Well,
fuck Chris Paul.
We'll be back. Yeah, man, we'll be back. We wrap up week 2. I'll be honest with y'all. This week of college football coming up is going to be some mid, but we'll wrap that up next week as well. We'll preview week 4 of college football. That's for the real games. Week 4, we got Colorado at Oregon. We got Florida State at Clemson. Ohio State. We haven't talked about them much this college football season. Goes to Notre Dame. Notre Dame went to NC State and beat the shit out of NC State.
With Randy Lays.
Facts. Yep. But basketball season is coming. We are literally 18 days away from the first preseason game. So if you thought we're toxic now, just wait until the NBA season comes through. We got a lot. I will be at the Saints. I'll be at the Saints Panthers game on Monday night. I'll be representing.
Y'all, they got 2 Monday night games. That's weird.
Hey, they did the same thing last year.
At the same time, that's weird.
Remember last year the Bills smacked the Titans on Monday night, and at the same time the Eagles were smacking the Vikings on Monday night.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hey man,
yeah,
it's a new thing they doing, man.
But yeah, man, like we got a whole lot of stuff coming through, man. We appreciate y'all listening. And just continue to listen, like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, any streaming platform. We on there.
Wherever you get your podcast.
Anywhere you get your podcast, we're on YouTube, we on Instagram, we on Twitter. I ain't calling no X, it's Twitter. We on Facebook.
Hey, all that.
Hey,
look, man,
we everywhere.
We just trying to push this product like Tariq and Tommy, man. We just trying to push this product out here like Tariq and Tommy, man. Come on, we got that good stuff. We promise we got that hot stuff.
Unbiased.
I mean, what's not the light, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Hey,
we Franklin saying his prime. Like, come on, fuck with us, man.
Hey, Tyreek and Tommy, they ain't the only one in a big rich town, bro. We got it here.
Talking shit, Dave.
Samson 4, dog. Samson 4, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. We out here.
Well, y'all heard it, man. But until next time, y'all, we are out. Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.